Recording in progress.
Now, now online students, check out. Now I'm audible. Okay, right. So now in the last last one, okay. So we use a constraint when you create a table, but now we will see how to add your constraints now, okay. And this is your syntax to how to add your constraint to your existing table, okay, right now. And let me go for okay. So here are two sample tables I'm creating. So first of all, create table. The table name is parent. Okay. Suppose in this we created some columns now and some salary. Okay. Now table is created, but on this table I'm not using any constraint. Okay. So there is no constraints on this. Just a table we created now. Okay. And now we already know one of our data dictionary, user underscore cons underscore columns. So in this data dictionary, if you want to see it here, constraint name, table name, and column. Suppose if I want to select this, so column underscore name, constraint underscore name, and from user underscore cons underscore columns, where table underscore name is equals to parent. But present, there is no constraints here. Okay, now there is no constraints here. So now we will be apply one by one constraint on your columns. Let me see the first, I'm going to adding a primary key constraint. Okay, my first example, how to add or adding a primary key. Okay. And now this is your table. Already the table we designed. So with some columns here, we design your table. Okay now? Right. After designing your table, okay. Now we applied primary key on my EID column. Then how I can apply here? Observe. So I'm using your alter table name, parent. Okay, and I'm using add constraint and constant key. If I was applied like EID underscore PK, and I want to give primary key of a EID column. So the table successfully altered. And after adding your primary key constraint, whether it is added or not, suppose you want to view this, okay. Now we can call your, okay, and see the column name is what now? EID. And on EID column, you applied which constraint? Primary key, and it was having EID underscore primary key. Okay, now, so like primary key constraint we added. So like this one by one constraint, you can add your existing table columns. Okay, right now. So this is my first of all, you want to design your table, and after designing, add your constraint. Okay, the same to same, the remaining things also. So how to add unique check constraints. Okay, and the next one, the same as if you want to add your unique constraint. So table name is parent, add constraint. And suppose I'm giving here the unique constraint we applied on a name column, for example. Okay, unique of a name. The same as if you want to go for to add your the check constraint, you need to add suppose salary underscore chk, and now I'm using check salary which is greater than 5,000. Okay, and these constraints, whenever you want to view, and you just call your data dictionaries and see on my EID column, I was applied primary key, on e-name unique constraint, and salary we applied what now? Check constraint. Okay, the three constraints are we added. Okay, right down below. Okay, and the next one, the next constraint, how to add not null. So whenever you want to add not null constraint, a separate syntax was there. The syntax was altered, table name, and here I'm using modify keyword. After that, you should go for column name, and after that, constraint is predefined keyword. And later, you want to send your constraint key name, and after you had your not null. So this is separate syntax for this. So how you want to use not null constraint, and not null constraint you can apply on any column. Okay, except primary key, you can apply any column not null. Okay, and primary key constraint, there is no need not null because primary key will not accepted nulls. Okay, set default nature of that primary key, so that I'm using now alter table. The table name is parents, and now I'm using modify keyword, and which column? For example, ename column. So ename is my column name, and I'm going to apply constraint, and constraint key name, okay, underscore not null. So if I was applied here, and later you can see your okay data dictionary, and not null we applied on which column? Ename column. Okay, now right. So below write down this. Sorry, this is. And the next one is how to add foreign key constraint. Okay, so here also separate syntax was the alter table name, add constraint, constant key name, and now you can apply your foreign key. And this foreign key are you applied which column? So here I can say common column of child table. Okay, and after that we are taking references. Are you taking references from parent table? And parent table of which column? Means common column name or common column of a parent table. And after that you can use on delete cascade. Otherwise you can use on delete set null. So this is the syntax to how to add foreign key constraint. Okay, now we can see on this. So another table I'm creating now. So first you can create one more table. So create table, the table name is child. Suppose department name, and my reference column I'm taking employee ID. Because why I'm taking employee ID means employee ID is called a primary key constraint. Okay now? So this is your primary key constraint in your parent table. Which column is a primary key? So that is my reference column in my second table. Okay. And on this reference column, I want to apply my child. Okay. Foreign key. So alter table name, add constraint and constraint key name, EID underscore FK. And we applied here foreign key of EID and taking references. Are you taking references from which table? Parent of EID. Suppose if I apply on delete cascade, okay, you can. And now table successfully altered. And after alter this table, now you want to see the data dictionary. If I'm calling now child, and foreign key was successfully added. Okay, now. So this is the way your constants can be added on your existing table. So right down below. Okay, right. And after adding this all constraints, let me check one by one. Okay, so whether all constraints are working or not. Okay, and the present my tables. Okay, there is no information in these tables. Okay, there is no rows. And now I want to insert. So insert into parent, sending values 1 comma a. Suppose 4,500 if I send, immediately the check constraint will be violated. And your sal underscore check. Okay, because check constraint condition is what now? More than 5,000. But here you are sending what now? 4,500. So your check constraint is violated. And what is your constant key name? Sal underscore chk. Okay, this is. So that's why I should go for to send more than 5,000. So it is allowed. In the same pattern, suppose I'm giving now 12, but here ID already 1 is inserted, constant is violated. The constant key name is what now? Primary key. So primary key on EID column, okay, is not allowed duplicate values. So duplicates are not allowed. So your primary key was successfully accepted. In the same to same, suppose I was given 2 and here A, and now if I executed this, A is not allowed on my ename column, because on ename column what it was, unique constant was there. So unique constant is also not allowed your duplicates. So it is happened. And that means finally you want to insert some the new values, then only accepted, and finally come back to your parent table. Okay, now see 1 comma 2. Okay, now come to child table. If I want to insert child, sending values of department D1, and now if I give 1, it is accepted, because 1 is there in the parent table, it is accepted. And now if I send here D2 and 1, so it is also accepted. And something D3 and 2, it is also accepted. But when you send it here D4 and 3 accepted or not accepted, and showing integrity constant is violated and parent key is not found. And now my parent key is what now? EID underscore FK. So this is not allowed. And after, okay, finally come back here. The 2 tables, once you can check it out, the parent table, okay, and child. Okay, that's so 1 is accepted 2 times. Okay, so 2 is accepted 1, because a parent when it was having, so childs are allowed here. If there is a no parent in my parent table, then child will not allowed. Okay, so this concept is over. And now if you want to come back, okay, from the parent table, and where EID is equals to 1. So when you deleted parent, automatically child also deleted. Why? Because we applied which cascade? On delete cascade. On delete cascade means what? Once parent delete, automatically child also deleted. So that is a on delete cascade. So parent successfully deleted from the parent table. I deleted successfully, and child also deleted. Now you can see the parent delete and child also deleted. So your all constants are successfully working or not? Yes. So this is how we can add it. So how we added constants to existing tables, same as how to remove. The next write down, how to remove constraint from an existing table. Okay, so here syntax right now. Alter table name, and here I'm using now drop constraint, and now I can give it here constraint key name. Okay, now so one by one we can drop. So first one is, so how to drop a primary key. Okay, here two cases are there. The case one, without relationship, without a relationship. This is one case. And the case number two, with relation, with relationship. Okay, first of all, observe. Suppose you try to delete or remove your primary key. So I'm writing now alter table. The table name is parent drop constraint and constant key name eid underscore pk. So whenever you try to drop like this and it was showing some error. Why it was showing error means this primary key or unique is referenced by some foreign keys. Understand them? So whenever you have the primary key was having relationship with the foreign keys, then you can't directly drop your primary key. Okay, now? So now how I can drop this primary key means, then you can use one additional keyword. The keyword is called as what now? Cascade. So when a primary key constraint is having relation with foreign key, okay, then you can use what now? Cascade. And once I use cascade, what it was happen, my primary keys drop along with primary key. The foreign keys also drop. Okay, this is one case when you want to drop your primary key. And this case when it was table is altered, when it was means when this primary key is having reference with the some foreign keys. Okay, so now we can see to come back here. So now we can see parent table, your primary key is dropping. So primary key is deleted now, yes or no? Yes. And along with this, your child table, you can see the foreign keys also drop. So there is no primary, there is no foreign. So when this is having the relationship, so when the relationship is having here, compulsory we should use a what now? Cascade keyword. If there is a no relation, then remove your cascade and directly drop. Okay, right now. Okay. The same to same remaining constraints also drop. How to drop unique check and what next? Not null. So present in my parent table. So we have a unique check and not null. So now those I want to drop now. So drop constraint and ename underscore UQ. So this is your unique constraint we drop. And now we can see whether unique constraint is drop or not. And now you can go for your data dictionary. Okay, so unique was successfully dropped. And the same as if I want to go for alter table, parent, drop constraint, and constraint name is sal underscore chk. And this is also successfully we drop and check it out. Okay, check constraint is also drop. In the same pattern, okay, alter table, table and parent, drop constraint and ename underscore nn. And finally, your not null constant is also drop. So all constants, how you added the same as all constants are we drop. Okay, now. So now this is how to add and how to drop right now. Okay, right. And the next scenario, okay, right. How to rename, how to rename constraint name. So whenever you want to rename your constraint, even though we can do this, okay, so by using of this syntax here, alter table name, and here I'm using rename keyword. So what you need to rename here, constraint. So constraint, and here I want to take old constraint key name to the new constraint key name. Okay, so for example, let me come out and say, suppose are you created one table, create table, test number, how much? 11, huh? Okay, suppose are you, okay, CID integer, okay, and C name. So now carefully observe. So now here on my CID, suppose if I applied one of my constraint, so primary key, and we all of you know this, when we apply primary key, automatically your system is created some constant key names, and that is called as a predefined keys. And now see, if I want to see that constraint, okay, and I'm saying here test number 11 to execute, see on CID column, whatever the primary key was applied, and the primary key was going to be created by the system, sys C007499. So this is user defined or predefined? It's a predefined constant key name. So this name, suppose I need to change. So how I can change this name means I can write like this: alter table name, rename. Okay, and I will go for constraint, old constraint name. This is my old constraint name to CID underscore PK. So my old constant key name is sys underscore C007499. Two, I'm changing my own name CID PK. And suppose if I done and table successfully altered, and after alter, let me come back and see your data dictionary. Now CID, the previously it was sys some number, but now it was changed as CID underscore PK. Got it? Huh? Right down below. Okay, right. And the next one, right on how to disable or enable constraint. Okay, so this is disable or enable. Generally what it was happen when you apply your constraint on any particular column, by default all constraints are enabled. That means it was working mode. Okay, so certain period of time, if I want to make it, my constraint is disable mode. Okay, and disable means what now? I'm not dropping my constraint. My constant will be there, but it's not working. The temporarily I just make it disable. But constant was there on the table structure, but it is not activated. Okay, I deactivate my constant. So whenever your constant is deactivate, then that nature was not performed. Okay, for example, let me see. Suppose I'm creating one sample table now, test number 12. Okay, some name comma sal. Okay, suppose on this we applied your check constraint with greater than 5,000 something. Okay, now I was applied. Now whatever the check constant I was applied on salary, this constant by default activate mode. That means working mode. By that reason, whenever user insert into test number 12 and sending some values, okay, suppose a comma 4500, can it is allowed here? No, it is not allowed, because your check constant is going to be check your value 4500 with the 5000. So condition was false. Condition is false, data is not allowed. So that means your check constant is what now? It was which mode? Enable mode. Which mode? Enable, working mode. Okay, so that's why what it was happened, 4500 I cannot, but if I inserted now 8,000 rupees, can I? Yes. If I inserted 7,500, can I? Yes. So now come back to your table, test number 12. So 4,500 is not allowed, but allowed 8,000, 7,500 allowed. Because of reason, as per condition, these two values are satisfied. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, if I want to insert less than 500, okay, less than 500 values, suppose I need to insert into salary column, then what I want to do, this check constraint temporarily I want to disable now. So how I can disable means I have a syntax, alter table, suppose table number 12, and here which keyword I'm using? Disable. What I want to disable? Constant. And what is my constant name? What is my constant name? Sys underscore C0075 some name. And this constant check constant I'm going to disable now. So disable. Now constant disable means the check constant is not working. Is not working means let you insert your record. Okay. C and 4,500. Can I? Can I insert now? Yes, I can. So even though you can insert here, so D and 1,000 rupees, even though I can. So now finally come back and see, okay, test number 12. So now 4,500 and 1,000, both are allowed. Why it is allowed? Because my check constant is disable mode. Okay, now? So this is what disable advantage. Okay, right down below. So what you say? So by default, all constraints are enable mode. That means working. If we want to disable a constraint temporarily, if we want to disable a constant temporarily, then we use which keyword? Disable keyword. Okay, the syntax to disable a constant. So alter table name, disable constraint key name. Okay, right. So this is how to disable. After disable, you can insert your less than 5,000 values. Okay, now same as how to enable my constraint. Okay, after inserted your required values, later how I can enable. Okay, and that enable we will see tomorrow. Okay, now, right guys, the tomorrow we will check it out how to enable our constraints. Okay, right guys, thank you so much.